Hi, I'm Donaldson, a registered dietitian, personal trainer, and EFT, Emotional Freedom Techniques, certified weight loss coach. Today we're going to talk about the stress response. When it comes to weight loss, there's so much more to the story than just eat less and exercise more. In truth, most of us know the basics about nutrition, what's good to eat and what's not, but just knowing this information isn't working for us. The most common thing I hear from my clients is, okay, Karen, I know what I'm supposed to do, so why can't I do it? Well, today I'm going to show you why you can't do it, and then we're also going to talk about how you can do it. Let's start by talking about carbohydrates. You know, bread, cereal, rice, pasta, cookies, crackers, cakes, donuts, chips, the good stuff. As you probably know, whenever we eat these carbohydrates, they get digested and then they turn into sugar, which raises the blood sugar and insulin levels. And if you eat too many of these carbs, they get stored as fat right in your belly. But something you might not know is that when your insulin and blood sugar levels go up, so do your serotonin levels. And this makes your brain feel calm and happy. We call it self-medicating with carbohydrates. And many of us do it all the time. I know I've done it before myself. When you're feeling sad, angry, bored, overwhelmed, frustrated, your brain basically has become hardwired to want to eat those carbs because it knows that you'll feel better, at least for a little while. But then you end up storing extra fat in your belly, your blood sugar levels drop, you might get tired and cranky, and then you also might feel guilty and ashamed, and your brain whispers to you, I know what will make you feel better. Why don't you go get some more chocolate or another cookie or some chips or whatever? And so you do. Before you know it, you're in the pantry doing it all over again. This cycle alone makes it really hard to lose weight, especially if food has become our main source of comfort. So there's a very real reason why all of those high carbohydrate foods are called comfort foods. They help us feel good. To make matters worse, there's also what I call the sugar addiction cycle or the dopamine cycle. And for many people, sugar basically acts like a drug, kind of like cocaine or heroin or alcohol. These people can't have just one cookie or one piece of chocolate. What happens is the sugar activates the reward center of the brain and gives that person a big spike of dopamine, another brain chemical, another feel-good brain chemical. And if serotonin is like, thank you, I feel good and calm, dopamine is like, wow, I feel good. And you want to do it again and again and again. And your brain says, give me more, give me more, give me more. And before you know it, the bag of candy is gone, or the box of cookies, or the box of cereal. And you really feel powerless over this. It's like you just can't stop. Your brain keeps saying more and more and more, and you do that. So in addition to eating more and more and more and having that dopamine cycle, that can also kick you back into that serotonin cycle where now you feel really bad about yourself. Maybe you have guilt and shame, and your brain says, I know what would calm you down. Why don't you have a little bit more? So those two cycles working together, again, make it very hard to just quit or give up some of those comfort or carbohydrate foods that we're so used to having.